Hey guys, how y'all doing? Thank you for joining me. M&G Hydraulic Technologies. I'm going to be working on this Yardman 21-inch self-propelled lawnmower. It's not starting. More than likely, the carburetor is gummed up, got varnish, needs to be cleaned out. That's very common this time of the year for carburetors to be clogged up from sitting in storage for so long over the winter. So please join me today as I get started. This is a Yardman 21-inch mower with a Briggs Stratton engine. I believe it's a 5 horsepower engine. And we're going to take the carburetor off, clean it, and we're going to try to figure out what we need to do to fix this. So once again, thank you for joining me, and let's get started. In the background, I have some steel TS420 and some steel chainsaws that I'll be repairing at a later time, not necessarily right now. I also have some brush cutters that I'll be repairing, but not at this time. So let's kind of get started here, and I'm gonna let you guys kind of see what I'm doing. Let me adjust the light a little bit. There we go. Well, that doesn't really work. Okay, I think that's better. Welcome. I guess I'll give just a couple minutes while people start coming in. It's 1:30 p.m. Monday morning, so I know that a lot of people are probably at work. So with that being said, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes and then we're going to get started with this repair. Um, Once again, it's a Briggs Stratton engine on a Yardman mower. And the customer said it doesn't start because it sat all winter with old gas, and now we just need to clean it out. This is the air filter here, and as you can see, it's, well, except for that little area there, it's, it has that white color, which is a good sign. We're gonna go ahead and take that off so we can get to the carburetor and then kind of start going from there. So if you guys got any questions or anything, go ahead and let me know, and I'll try to get to those as quickly as possible. That's my friend. All right, so we're gonna put that there, this there, okay. Yeah. It's gonna be just a little bit. They got these screws in here. They always make it a little harder to take it apart. Got to get two different size bits to remove this lid here to get to the carburetor. So welcome guys. I hope you guys so far having a great Monday morning. Okay, we got here that little guy there. You got to get the carburetor off. We're going to flush out the fuel system because more than likely the gas is very old. We'll pour the gas over there in just a little moment. Triple X, what's going on? What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. How you been doing? How's your day been going? Mr. Triple X. Yep, so we're taking the carburetor off of this Yardman with the Briggs Stratton engine. It sat all winter with the same gas, and it's not running anymore, which is no surprise. Um, I gotta take these smaller screws out. Good, yeah, I've been doing good. It's a good Monday. Good Monday so far. Jeez, those are super little. Wow. Okay. I gotta pull out the sets here. It's gonna be a real small one, like a 6. Yeah, that one right there. So hopefully this doesn't take too terribly long. Pawan, hey, hello Pawan. You see my friend right there. I'm watching their live too. I was on it a little while ago. I think Pawan is India, I think. So hello. I need to learn a little bit more Hindi. Right now, all I know is wak 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 wak, and that's not a lot. And Maya Maya. So I'm learning too. I'm a baby wak wak. I'm a baby wak wak. Yes, thank you, Pawan. Yes, still Pooja. I say hello. Hello, Pooja. Yes, yes, yes. Good vibes, good vibes. Um, Let me see. One moment, please. Where he? Right there. Okay. Thank you, Bowen. Yes. I try to comment on your videos, but you don't have comments available. So I hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you for supporting and showing some love. Thank you very, very much, friend. Okay. That's the carburetor right here. Let me bring it closer to you guys. Hang on. Right here. Let me move my little stitch. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one off. Too much to take off just to get to the carburetor. They never make it easy. They never make it easy. Yes, yes. Yes. Puja. Okay. Put those right there. All right. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Let's see here. Hey, what's going on? Let's share, share, share. Mr. King Live. Frankie. Hello there. Hello there. Pawan, meet all my friends. Meet all my friends. Yes. Oh, one moment for you. Yep. We'll give him blue so he can chat and comment on you guys' profile. Thank you. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Incognito. Hello, hello, Incognito. Mr. Josh? Mr. Paul one, okay. So as I mentioned, we're taking the carburetor off of this yard man because they left it all winter with nasty gas and it just went bad, and they didn't have stabilizer, or they didn't properly drain it out to correctly store it over the winter. And because he didn't do that, it's going to cost him a repair here. Wow. Man, these people, wow. Holy moly. This has got to be a joke. Okay. So I need to put my, remember these? I don't want that gas pouring out just yet. Oh yeah, it's gonna come out. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, jeez. Okay. So the main thing on this, when you take it apart, you just got to remember where the linkages go. This wire, it goes right here, and it controls it. So whenever it gets full throttle, and that's choke, that's full throttle. I have to take off this rod right here as well. I think you guys can see. I got to drain the gas out too. We'll get to that in just a moment. Okay, that O-ring is good. That's there. And that's there. I mean, the gas doesn't smell too terribly bad. Uh-oh. Here we go. Now it's starting to get good, guys. It's starting to get good now. We got the spaghetti riding. Walk, walk, walk. Uh-oh. Okay. When Pawan does all that stuff, he's not spamming. That's how they show their support over there where they're from. So, let's be courteous to the way they show support. Trust me. Removing the carburetor, Pawan. This is the carburetor. Yeah, right here. We're gonna rebuild it. Yeah, so just bear with Pawan, guys, as that's the way they show their support from where they're from. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And this is a cheap carburetors made out of plastic. So, I mean, everything's getting cheaper nowadays. But anyways, I'm going to open it up and we're going to slowly try to rebuild it here. Or not rebuild it, just clean out all the crap that's in there. Let me go get the little wrench that I had. Yeah, so, yeah, there's dirt. Fall one, there's dirt in there. Yes, sir. Yeah, there you go, Mr. King. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to clean out the carburetor, fall one. And this one should be pretty easy to clean because it's a little cheap plastic one. So before I do that, I'm going to do something here. Yeah, yard man with a Briggs Stratton engine, lawnmower, cut grass. Cut grass. All right. No, I don't have to reset. Nope. What I got to do, I'll show you here in a second what I'm going to do. Let me get in the frame a little bit more. Okay. Here we go. Put that guy there. Yeah, you got to open these up real carefully because they're plastic, and if I pry it open too much, it may not like it, and it may not go back together properly. Then I'm going to really be throwing a fit. Okay, I think you guys can see there. I'll bring it up here just a moment. Okay, so I just got to pry it a little bit to try to get it to free up. I don't want to do it too hard because, like I said, it may not go back on. This is not being easy to work with here. Okay, there we go. Gotta drain out the gas. Come on, drain it out. Got a little free buzz. Got a free buzz at no charge. I don't recommend doing that. All right, so carburetor explanation real quick here. This is the float. This would be considered your bowl because it looks like a little bowl. Not that kind of bowl, Mr. King Live. The other bowl. The carburetor bowl. So when the gas comes in through the gas tank, it'll come in through the gas tank, through the fuel hose, and it'll fill up. It'll start filling up this bowl, and that float will start to rise up, and it'll shut the needle. That way no more gas can enter. And as the mower is using the gas, that float drops back down, and then more gas comes in. And if you shut the mower off, once it pushes the float high enough, that needle will shut the fuel supply and no more fuel will be allowed to come in. So that's why it does that. It's good that it moves like this because it needs to, and it needs to do it freely. So we're going to take that apart, and we're going to figure out what's going on here. This is going to be basically like the last one we did. Stefan says, wak wak. He's been learning how to speak Hindi. Good for him. Well, Brittany, not necessarily like a fuel pump, because a fuel pump, you need a vacuum on a fuel pump, and most fuel pumps will work on a vacuum. That way it sucks it in, and it's there's this is gravity fed fuel, and a fuel pump will actually suck it out of the fuel tank. This little carburetor does not suck gas out of the fuel tank. It's gravity fed through the fuel line into this fitting right here. This little fitting right there. That's where the fuel line plumbs up to. And since the carburetor sits just a little lower, it'll always be gravity fed, and the gas will flow freely. Fuel pump, the carburetor can be at the top or anywhere, and the vacuum is going to help push the fuel into the carburetor. That's what a fuel pump will do. So this mower does not use a fuel pump. It's too little. But good question. That's like a Frankie question. I wonder if Frankie is taking notes, because there will be a quiz again. And we already know who the unanimous winner was. Took home the trophy. All right, so once I get this little pin out, this little pin right here is installed on the top side. So I had to slide it out so I can remove this guy. And there's that little needle right there that I was talking about. That little deal right here. It's like a sharp little point, and it's a rubber tip. So whenever the float pushes it up, it shuts the fuel supply. And that actually has trash on it. Yeah, you can almost see it. I know the light's not working in y'all's favor, but I can see way up here at the tip, you'll see some debris. And that's not good either. So I'll have to clean that out as well. Welcome all my wak-waks. I'm sorry guys, I haven't been getting to these. I'm working. Ben and I are both listening. He's been asking me questions. Okay. Well, you're going to have to get with Ruth because she stole my book. But I'm going to have to make up some questions. We're not going to reuse the same questions. And just for the record, if Ruth happens to hop in, she's not allowed to take the test on this one either. Absolutely not. Okay. So, one thing about these Briggs Stratton plastic carburetors is that they're real sensitive and they're easy to mess up. Really easy to mess up. Taking this off the carburetor bowl, you got to pry it off slowly. And if you do it wrong, you can ruin it where it'll leak. I had that happen a couple times because they're just built crappy. And then when I take out this white piece right here, it can also go bad, and then I won't be able to reuse it. Oh geez, this one's in there really, really good. You know, and I'll be honest, I'm almost skeptical of removing it, but I got to. Darn it. But I really, really want to. I'm gonna try to. I'm not gonna put too much pressure on it, because if I ruin it, well, that's just more work for me. There it goes. Thank you, Jesus. All right, so you got to take this guy out carefully, and you got to inspect that little black O-ring that's right there. Make sure it didn't come off or it's pinched or cut. And basically, you got to put this in the same way you took it out. That would make sense, but if you start getting sidetracked, well, you know where that's going to go. So I'm going to hurry up and blow this one out and put it right back in. Yeah, but going back to Mr. King Live, it's good seeing you. Hey, Blake, what's going on? It's good seeing you. Good hearing from you this morning. I was a little panicked yesterday. I had taken a baby gorilla, and then Brittany had told me she hadn't heard from you, and I hadn't heard from you. And that's not how you normally are, so we immediately went into concern mode. I think it's fair to say. Yeah, I stayed live till about midnight yesterday. Actually had fun doing that live. It was just on the fly because I didn't know where you were at. And it just happened to be a conversation that got started, and we started asking about Mr. King. And Mr. King had an appointment with Dr. Sheets yesterday, and he didn't tell us. Next time you have an emergency meeting with Dr. Sheets, please let us know so we don't panic. All right, so we're going to put this back. Just like that. And then we got to press it in there. There we go. You hear it snap in. That's a good sign. I'm going to clean the needle off of the carburetor real quick. Well, I was too. But whenever he reached out to me this morning, I looked at my phone. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, all right. Alrighty. So I cleaned that tip off right there. I'm going to put it back on. Okay. All right, guys. We're almost at 30 minutes. Come on, come on. Don't. Come on, come on. Whoa. Just a second, guys. I forgot to turn off that beat stuff in the background. It confuses me. Alrighty. Perfect. Need some WD-40 or some carburetor cleaner. Maybe we'll lube it up. Yeah, well, carburetor cleaner, yes, but let me show you something. This carburetor has a bunch of O-rings, like the one that was inside of this, and then you got another O-ring that goes around the bowl, this brownish colored O-ring. So if you get carburetor spray to clean the carburetor, you got to remove all those O-rings, because some of that, sometimes depending on the brand of carburetor spray that you use, it's so strong that it'll swell up those O-rings and they don't fit right no more because you plumped them up. This stuff right here, B12, Berryman's Chem Tool Carburetor and Choke Throttle Cleaner, it's got that chemical crap in there that if you get it on the O-rings, it's going to swell them up. And this economical brake and parts cleaner does not have that chemical in there that will basically destroy the O-rings. So you can spray it on the O-rings without removing them. Makes it a little easier, less work. Hold on a second. Okay. So yeah, use some parts, some brake and parts cleaner. Now, if it's like an automobile and you remove all the O-rings, then you can use that stuff because it's stronger and it'll eat away all that varnish. This stuff here, B12. All right, so as fast as that was, I'm going to reassemble it. See, here's another O-ring, this red one right here. If I'm to spray that B12 on this, it won't fit in there no more. It'll be all swollen and it won't fit in there no more. So I don't want to use that one on this delicate carburetor here. I say delicate, how about cheap? You know, everything is being built now to just throw away. You know, I'm not sure how much this lawnmower costs brand new. Probably a couple $100 to say the least. But if the bill comes out to be $200, he's gonna be like, I'll just buy a new one at the store. I'm not fixing it. So what happens to this lawnmower? It ends up getting thrown in the dumpster. It goes to the landfill. Okay. And this one too, you want to put it back the same way you took it off. So it was like this because I made a line right there so I could see how it lined up. And I don't want to put it on the wrong way. Y'all remember the upside down lawnmower blade? I don't want to do an upside down job here. And then I got to press this on so it snaps in. There we go. And I'm going to put the screws back in. Which ones were they? Yeah, it was these guys here. Yeah, so cheaply made. So cheaply made. Yeah. Hello, Pooja. Hello. Hello. Hello, Chi Chi. Hope that's not nothing. Yeah. Fixing lawnmower, Pooja. Yeah. You don't want to tighten those too much, then you'll strip it. Yep. Walk, walk, walk. Yep. The walk, walk, walk. The walk, walk is in town. Yes. Good. Good. All right. Time to drain out the carburetor. Time to drain out the fuel tank. I'm going to drain it out into this little pan. Hopefully here. I know what I'll do. I'll get my little funnel. No, hold on. One moment, please. Let me see something here. Got a little trick up my sleeve here. Okay, come on. Yep, got a little bit. Draining out the gas right now. I should find a faster way to do this. Jeez, this is gonna take a while. Oh, I know what I said I was gonna do. Hang on. We're not trying to make a career out of this repair. Okay. I know what we're going to do this. I'm draining out the gas right now, so this is not the best way to do it, but it's going to work. It's going to be quicker than the way I was doing it a second ago. Let's see what we got. How much time will it take to repair? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I don't see what the other comments were, but yeah. Hold on, guys. Yeah, almost done. Almost draining it out. Yeah, and it seems like there's water in the gas. So you can't start a lawnmower with water. It needs gasoline. I could see water in the gas right now. So, yep, got water in there. I'll try to show you what I mean. So whenever there's water in the gas, it all sits at the bottom of the gas. It's heavier, so it goes to the bottom of the tank. Gas will float to the top. Kind of like when you put water and oil together, the oil will go to the top. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay, there's that one. Yeah, let me get a little thing here to get the gas. Okay, and my flashlight. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, it should be, oh yeah, I was watching. Yes, yes, I support all you guys. Yes, I do. Probably just putting the carburetor back together. Let me see here what we got. Yes, you're welcome, Pooja. Oh, that hurt. I bet, Jennings. They probably gave you a lot of shots of Novocaine to help numb that up, hopefully. Yeah, okay. Yes, absolutely. You're welcome. Walk, 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 Pooja. Thank you. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you. Hopefully next time that we talk, I'll learn a little bit more Hindi. I'll learn how to speak a little more Hindi. Okay. So let's put this guy back. And let me get this. You got to put it back, all these linkages, the same way that we took them off. And one thing that I would recommend is if you've never taken one of these apart, the best thing to do, one of the best things to do is to take pictures so you can see how it goes back together. You can take some pictures, and pictures will help you. Pictures will help you. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Very good. Thank you guys for stopping by. All right, let's connect the fuel line. Actually, what we're going to do first. Yeah, we can connect it. It's in there pretty good. Okay. Just like that. I'm going to pour some gas in here and see if I have any leaks. And if I have any leaks, then it's going to ruin my day. And I'm going to put some of this in there. It's a Moto Mix from Steel. It's a 2-cycle gas. This mower is 4-cycle. And 4-cycle, remember, you don't need to mix your gas. But if I put mixed gas in here in the tank, it's not going to hurt the engine. But if the engine was a 2-stroke where it ran on a mixed gas and you just put straight clean gas, then you're going to ruin the engine, if that makes sense. So a 4-cycle motor, yes, you can put 2-cycle gas in it, A lot of people freak out when you do that, but when you've been doing this for 40 years, it don't matter. So I'm going to put some Moto Mix in the lawnmower. And this is 93 octane. If you remember what we were talking about, octane level, this is 93. So I didn't fill up the whole thing because it probably hold half a gallon. I'm not trying to pour the whole thing in there. This is for my personal stuff. So far, no leaks. That's a good sign. Hang on. There's Mabel. Let's do it. Let's put on Mr. King here. Come on. There he is. Mr. King. The King has graced us with his presence once again. Yeah. Uh-oh. Pooja, I told Pawan I only can read English, and he's saying something nice to me, and I don't know what he's saying. Okay, so we got that done. Now we're going to put the other stuff. Órale, mi gente, ¿cómo está mi gente? That's about how much Spanish Teddy knows. Órale, mi gente, ¿cómo está mi gente? No, but it's good to hear that you're okay. Okay. Thank you, Pooja. Well, yeah, tell Pawan that I am going to start it in 5 minutes. I'm going to check the blade, make sure it's not upside down like the last one either. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Very good. His air filter, I'm just going to clean it out. It doesn't look to be in too much bad shape, so I'm going to clean it out and clean out. See, he got spider web, a little nest in there that I'm going to have to take care of. Ole, mi gente, ¿cómo está mi gente? Ole, mi gente, ¿cómo está mi gente? Wak, wak, wak. Welcome to Wak Wak's channel. Welcome to Wak Wak's channel. All right, Baldwin, we're about to start the lawnmower. I would say, how many of you think it'll start on the first pull, but, you know, with these plastic carburetors, I don't know. It might need 2 pulls. I am singing a Wak Wak song that they have here in USA, America. Wak Wak song. Wak Wak song. Oh, this one. Put these right here. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, gotta get it fast. Oops, this one. Okay. Put this guy back on. And this guy here. Okay. But that should be okay. I think all that's gonna be okay. All right. Okay. All right, we're about to turn it on. Mr. Pawan, we're about to turn it on. Yep. Mr. Pawan, happy Holi, by the way. Happy Holi to you. Wonder if Mr. King was doing a live today. Mr. King Live, were you doing a live today? Look at that. Look at the oil level. Look at the oil level. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there. No oil in the engine, guys. How long do you think that engine's gonna last? Jeez. Okay, let me show you something real quick. When you can get a flashlight and put it under the tank, and you can just see the water in there. This one's really cloudy, and you can just see that it's not gasoline. It's gasoline and other things in there. Water. So yeah, I need to see how much oil. There's very little oil. Man. Okay, hold on a second. No, we're not gonna use this one. Yeah, we can use that one. Golly. Oh, gosh. Okay. I'm putting some oil in this engine so it doesn't blow up, or not blow up, but lock up. Man, not good. Yeah, more oil. More oil, Baldwin. Cutting grass machine, yes. Cutting grass. These hold about 20 ounces of oil, so it's not a whole lot. So when it's not at the right level, I mean, you can only imagine. Geez, it's still not even registering. Barely. At least it's showing up now on the dipstick that it's getting oil. Okay. Okay, I think that's getting better. Yeah, okay, good. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay, Mr. 1-1, we're going to start it up. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Hello, Pooja. Yes, speak English so Wak Wak can talk back, communicate. So Wak Wak is still learning Hindi. Yes, engine oil is available here. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry, all the other guys getting buried here in the comments. Okay, let's just start from the end. Balwan is here. He is a good person. Yes, he is. Okay. Time to start it. Right here. One pull or two pulls? How many pulls do you think it's going to take? Yeah, we're ready to start it. You think it's going to turn on with one Wak Wak or two Wak Waks? How many? I think one Wak Wak. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. No good. No good. No good. No good, Wak Wak. No good. That's not good. This Wak Wak repair is not good. It wanted to, but it didn't. Come on. Uh-oh. Well, as you can hear, It's not starting the way it's supposed to. It's still starting a little crappy. Not starting the way it's supposed to. Okay. So this one's going to need, more than likely, a carburetor, because the one that's in there is no good, which I think I told you guys at the beginning that they don't really rebuild very well. Got to go live. Perfect. And be looking forward to that. Yeah, probably your jaw. Ouch. Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Oh, well. I'm gonna do I still got something up my sleeve that I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna quite just throw the carburetor in the trash yet. But that's a whole nother video, because it may or may not work, and I'm not trying to waste your guys' time with that little I'm gonna try to jerry rig it, because it's a plastic carburetor. So we're right at an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I got no, damn it. No, I'll have another live probably on Saturday. I'm not gonna do another one right now. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, Pooja. Good night. Yeah, good night. And I'll see you guys on Mr. King's, more than likely. I'm going to try to do something here, and I'll keep you guys posted on the comments on Mr. King's, because I'll be watching him over there. But yeah, good night, Pooja. Bye-bye, everybody, mods, everybody, Jennings, Frankie, Incognito. Bye-bye, Pooja. Bye-bye, Pewan. Mr. King, I'll be joining you. You're live as soon as I log out of this one. But yeah, yeah, it's too bad it didn't start like I wanted it to, but I'm going to get it to start, hopefully. I'll keep you guys posted here in just a little while. But once again, bye-bye. And I'll do another live and let y'all know ahead of time. Thank you guys once again. Hopefully I get to see y'all on King Lives. Much love, Pooja. Wak wak from America. Wak wak. Good night. Sweet dreams. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.